You told the man say you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
The man say he want to give you what?
tea. Hot
What
milk tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food man give you now, you carry now so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a Jeep. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. But you can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You say I want to talk again. I wanted to mean it. Who talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, not looking. Hi, looking. Hi, looking. Then you want post another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come look at you say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay, but you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. That was sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
to explain.
Yeah,
okay.
You said rest there, you brought dirty rest in the country, your caution done.
I asked somebody rest yesterday. Not a dirty rest.
But what you were saying, you say the people in the plaza there, you say that you pull it down. So I don't expect you to say anything otherwise.
When I hear somebody telling me that Gifty was making love to Peters in the car, only Jesus can tell me that I will accept.
Musa Belete stole 180,000 in tax money from the Liberian government, for which he was dragged to court 2010. 2012, he was announced convicted. This is the man also condemned by FIFA as a fraudster. This is the man who is in the midst of the CPP, and the CPP is now throwing what I call a cordon sanitaire around him. Now, if you have a guy who is a potential contaminant and you have it in your midst, what do you think will happen? He will contaminate everybody. You know, that man is, I hate Dylan. Dylan posted on his Facebook and LinkedIn page that he graduated from St. Peter Clever High School in Buchanan, 1989. When people show up from St. Peter Clever High School...
Was that not the case? Was that not the case?
Oh, but brother, right now the evidence they don't show to you now. He ain't graduated from St. Peter again because the witnesses from St. Peter...
We do not no longer support Unity Party. And the reason why is because of how they treated us. Almost 4 of our candidates, they took them away from us. And the fact that they're from the same tribe and the same county, they took them away from us. They use tribal pressure to force these people to leave our party. People we worked with for 6 years were bad enough to go and try to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with.
They never do more than 1 year. They present a measure for who? What I'm calling them, straight tablet. Attack a question, then you continue forward, blessing, and you will do better. So the 4-year guarantee in Liberia. I said, when you tell them, they'll go by the play where they're coming from, they'll go by the one letter. They're forward to it more than 1 year.
Everything I said before.
Then he suddenly went to Heston and said, oh no, I forget. I don't see people that graduated from that where her son graduated from now. You see, brother, how can one man graduate from 2 high school in the same year? How is that possible, brother? It's not. So it shows that this brother
Maybe he's a genius.
But if you genius at 2 high school, you won't graduate from
You'll be sarcastic.
Let's get serious, brother. We will not do this for our country.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I can call you names of people who testify to the fact that Delon did not graduate from St. Peter, for which he took down. He took
We
down
had a
the
meeting.
express.
Hey, we're taking on. I say, hey, Chief, gotta go also. I said, you Senator, who you going also? I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up for 4 more politicians and 4 more opposition come and can't do that. They do something to me. Look, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, the heat will hit somebody. They put out and say, oh, you're not buy, they're not buy me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I left from Nimakanda, I reached at 10 o'clock in the morning because I was angry. I don't want to see anybody in that movement.
But Udo, I want you to be careful. We are fighting for Nima Kante to take the lead, and Nima will win in the name of Jesus. Basa with us, Bapolu with us, Bombing with us, Lofa with us, Bon Kante with us. What is your problem? Then you on the radio on me. Hey, my brother, what I do?
All right.
You gotta change because you alone, your voice cannot cover the whole Berege. We're fighting for you. Equals our mama. Nimba will win Abio Bato. Abu make a paper a cocarozi. And we did it. We are fighting for you. We're begging you people. If you make the man disgrace, or it will be good for you. When you turn to the man against our prayer for you to produce vice president, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, then I could be doing the job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, then I could be doing the job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. But Udo, I want you to be careful. We are fighting for Nima Kante to take the lead, and Nima will win in the name. Basa with us, Bapolu with us, Bombing with us.
Couple dog. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7. And today is Thursday, the 7th day of September 2023. What a pleasant way. I'd like to welcome you to the program this morning. Right from the heart of the nation's capital in Monrovia. Yes, at the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street. Welcome to the Morning Breeze with me, Fidel City, and my team right here this morning. And as always, it promises to be great. But of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with a tag team, guys. Good morning.
Good morning, Fidel. Good morning to the peace and loving people of Liberia. Good morning to the folks monitoring us via our online platforms. It's a pleasure. Good to be here this morning.
Yeah, let me say good morning again to you, Fidel, and good morning to our many listeners across the globe. Good morning to the peace-loving people of St. Paul Bridge. Yeah, the area that I love so much.
My man, you won't be represented.
Yeah. Well, when the time comes, we will decide what to do. Yeah, but we're here this morning to discuss Liberia.
Okay. But yes, folks, welcome to the program. For some reason, I'm hearing this whining sound in my ear. I don't know what that is.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. These guys, when it's here, some kind of way the boja got to get some kind of way.
So I think we have to lower the.
No, it's not even the monitor. The monitor is off.
Yeah,
I mean, some kind of way. I mean, yeah.
So, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I think you need to reduce the headphone
off completely.
No, you have to reduce the headphones that are not in use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay now.
But
Better.
folks, welcome to the program. And lots of things to talk about this morning. Today is Blue Day, as they call it. But our segments are loaded. Today we are giving the radio to you. Yeah, we're giving the radio to you, the listeners. But we'll go across the country, speak with our correspondents, give you our traffic alerts. And by the way, the Liberia National Police has released a statement, which is more like a public service announcement on the way we should go during the course of the day in Monrovia and its environs. And so welcome to the program this morning. Okay, but let's bring you our weatherman is here. Theo, how is the weather like this morning?
Yes, today is Thursday, September 7th, 2023. At the moment, the weatherman tells me that it's 82 degrees Celsius. Thunderstorms likely this morning. Then a change of scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. Yeah, the wind is currently blowing from the west to the south and back to the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. There's going to be a change of rain at 90% during the course of the day. So that's the weather update, evident by the current weather condition video. I'm sure while you were coming this morning, you noticed that the cloud is a bit dark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this weather report perhaps could be authentic.
Well,
Even
what
though
I want
it
you been
changes.
reading, even authentic.
No, even though it changes,
Uh-huh.
but this one, from the look of things at the moment, shows that yes, it's accurate.
So it takes me back to my elementary days. They say weather condition. What is weather? Weather is the condition of the atmosphere over a short period of time.
Yeah.
And climate is what? A long period of time. Yeah. So it means, like Theo said rightfully, it could change at any time because that's it. All right. Let's go for our motivational quote this morning. Jeff, what do we have there for our motivational quote?
Well, I can access.
Yeah.
Figure.
Okay, Jeff, what do we have there?
I can
Even
access
though you
anything.
you can't access anything, we had that conversation earlier, my man. All right, but let's go, Jeff. What do we have there for our motivational quote?
Yes.
First of all, good morning. You are off mic. What's your number? Okay, let's hear you.
Good morning, video, and let me say good morning.
You need to put closer to the microphone. This morning I will be too
Okay.
unconventional for some reason.
Yeah.
I'll be very unconventional.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
I go English.
Yeah, go English.
Okay, so good morning, video, and let me say good morning to all of those who follow us. This one say worry less, smile more.
Worry less, smile
Smile
more.
more.
Even if you're in difficult situation, just don't worry. Keep that smile on your face, because you never know who's looking up to you, and that smile on your face could change the complexion of someone else's situation.
And no amount of worries
Can change your
could change
Yeah.
any problem.
Wow. Yeah, you have to work to make the change you so desire. Yes.
We gotta take that one again, man. Okay. Do you have anyone there again? Anything there again?
I'd like to read this one, Fidel. It
Okay.
says, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything that we aim for in this life is about persistence, consistency, hard work, prayer, and obviously, regardless of the timeline, how long it takes, it will definitely come through.
Believe in yourself, and you will be unstoppable.
Exactly. All right, guys. The house is full, and this is how I like it when we are all here and doing what we love to do best, contributing to the growth of our country, Mama Liberia. But let's go across the city and give our traffic alerts. I will begin from my end, and because anyway, go ahead, guys, because there's an announcement here from the Liberia National Police, which I will read later. But our traffic alerts, guys.
Well, I'm sure the traffic is already tense at the moment from EW Junction to Boulevard Junction, from Boulevard Junction to 540 or the Ministerial Complex around that area. From there to Catholic Junction, traffic at the moment, and from the 540 junction to Calic Junction, traffic as well. Calic Junction to Vamuma. Vamuma, yes, traffic at the moment. And from Vamuma to Tony Street, it means you can sail through easily now to come to town. But Fidel, I woke up early this morning, 5, just to make my way here. If I had to do the news at 6 this morning, so I'm not sure whether there could be a serious traffic because of fear that the CDC is coming out.
Let me go to town early.
So the drivers will want to probably divert or maybe relax the day for fear of being caught up in the traffic, because you and I know that when the CDC is out, it's something different. So perhaps there wouldn't be much traffic today. I want to say that I could be wrong, but I'm sure.
Or a lot of people could decide, let's leave our cars home because the traffic will be jammed. I don't
want to go anywhere today
with a commercial car, and when it's too jammed, I can use the motorbike or the tricycle.
Even commercial drivers could say, let me take a day off today.
The bother that let money be
and I use at about this time.
Where did they ask from? I told you I would be unconventional that morning.
Who's at the S?
You know the S.
So at about this time, I use us the.
And he said, "Bring it again."
The traffic around Clarendon's Toll to the new bridge is always tense. But in fact, many times when we come in, we use the opposite lane. The motorcyclists will use the opposite lane. This morning, we use the right lane to come directly. It means that, like Theo said, maybe some people thought to leave their cars home this morning. Forget about bringing it, because when you bring it, you will get embarrassed of your own car. You might even leave it in town because of how the traffic is expected to be. You know, anytime they talk about CDC launching, the traffic already. Yeah, but not much traffic today.
Okay. And
so from my end, in fact, on my way coming, I saw the buses already going, especially this was 17 area. So it tells you that at VOA Junction there will be traffic. And in fact, the Keke road, there was this lady. I was listening to her. She said, I normally don't come to town early, but today I had to make it my duty because I believe that there will be traffic. So I had to come to town. Yeah, but you experience traffic around the Badger Town area. St. Paul Bridge, because I believe citizens from that side, they will have to converge, most especially this is 16 at the St. Paul Bridge to come to town. So you will experience a huge traffic over there today. So people will have to leave as early. If you're not in town by this time, well, you stay in Broadview, then you have to see what you can do now. Start looking for bike. Before you can reach town.
Okay, so that's it. And just be on the alert. And as a matter of fact, the LMP has released this public service announcement. As always, we do these things just for our country's sake. Something is not right. We do this for our country's sake. And it says public service announcement. The general public is hereby informed that the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC, will be having a political rally at the Antoinette Tubman Stadium, ATS, on September 7, 2023, starting from the morning hours. As a result of the rally, the Liberia National Police will be expecting a huge turnout. In my mind, when you are crafting such, I like to be very technical, about these kinds of announcements that I put out to the public. Sometimes when they are written in the form of a politician writing something.
How do they know that?
How do they be that there will be a turnout?
It should not be the one
saying there will be a huge turnout.
Imagine the police.
It's expected.
You could preempt. You could preempt. Yes. So you can be definitive.
So it is expected.
It is expected that, yes. There's just small word that can change the complexion of things. Thank God we go to good school. In views of the above, the following routes leading to ATS will be closed. Guys, I hope you have a copy of that because we want to expand extensively on this so that people get to know, what it is. Our people do not get hooked up in the traffic. All right. The routes that will be closed: Camp Johnson Road and UN Drive. Camp Johnson Road, and UN Drive. So the road leading from Camp Johnson Road to ATS will be closed. The road leading from UN Drive to ATS will be closed. All right? And UN Drive and Clay Streets. UN Drive and Clay Streets, there will not be vehicular movement. UN Drive to Clay Street. That will also be closed.
So, Fidel, so that means I heard you say Camp Johnson Road,
and
UN so that means you can come down from Bassa community.
No, you can't use that
You
side.
come from the way of the executive marshal.
No, you can't.
wouldn't.
It will be closed. Yes, and I like that, yo. UN Drive and Clay Streets. That means you can't come from AMEU way, go down that street to go ATS. No, because that route will be closed as well.
Wow.
Lane Street and Benson Street. So there will not be vehicular movement on the entire Benson Street and Lane Street as well. So yeah,
UN Drive, also
you,
Central Street.
Yeah, you have to stop your car because it's a connection. From Lane Street, you can get to UN Drive, and from Benson Street, you can also get to UN Drive. So those are routes that lead to the Antoinette Totman Stadium. So those routes will not be in use. All right, and the announcement goes further to say these routes will be closed to all vehicular traffic, creating space for well-wishers of the CDC to attend the rally. All vehicles leading to the ATS will stop and park out of these routes. Passengers will disembark their vehicles and walk to the event center. That is, if you go into the only vehicle that they will be allowed, they are the VIPs, okay? Maybe the speaker, the president. Obviously, those are vehicles, even though it's not stated in the announcement, but it is expected that these are only individuals that will be allowed to get closer to the ATS. Any other vehicle will be parked outside of these perimeters. These routes that lead to the ATS. You will not go anywhere close to it. So maybe you can go and park your car up Ducor. You can go and park your car anywhere across Monrovia. But obviously not these routes that have been closed. Okay, I hope our people understand that. Okay, guys, let's run quickly across the country because we have lots of things. And I will want you to get in contact with all of those people who were trying to call on yesterday because we want to have them on this morning. But we'll be talking about the U.S. Embassy's Charge Affairs statement on yesterday regarding sanctions on individuals that will be involved into electoral violence. All right, but let's go across the country, guys, and speak with our correspondents on the Morning Breeze this morning.
Nigeria, this development quickly.
Yes,
Nigeria,
I knew I was forgetting something.
Nigeria Election Tribunal opposed President Bola Tinubu's victory. We thought something different would have happened.
Well, I did not think so. For some reason, I did not think so. I did not think so.
So your man remain,
he's the president Jangaba. I knew, right? So, but the thing is, I don't want to cast a dark cloud of aspersion on the justice system in Africa. All right, but the judiciary, to a greater extent, is controlled by the executive. All right, and especially in events aftermath of elections, there are two things that people will be looking at. And I always said this: all political parties can do is to ensure that the polling places, the different precincts, your pool watcher must be there carefully and monitoring that all you can after election, all that crying you can be crying for yourself. For nothing.
As we speak, the man in India attending the G20 summit.
The man had nothing happened. The man
so imagine if the man was in India and the results overturned. What would have happened?
The man already got the verdict of the court before he left.
That's possible. It's possible though.
He's Jangaba. He can be anywhere and things happen. All right, let's go straightly to Margibi County and see whether the CDC favor is there. Critical Walcott Kiri is the man we're trying to get to this morning.
Al Jazeera.
Yeah, the Al Jazeera.
Also making a team for Sino County.
Yep.
Elijah Greno is already on the line. Can we go for Elijah?
Yes, let's get Elijah.
Okay, Elijah.
Elijah Greno is on the line from Sino County, Mississippi. Good morning, Elijah. Welcome to the Morning Breeze.
Oh, good morning. Let me say good morning to everyone listening to ABC this morning.
Today is September 7. This is the official launch of the CDC. How is it in Sino County?
Well, the momentum is very high. We are currently, in fact, we are currently getting towards their party headquarters where they are still, since yesterday to present, they are still carrying on the distributions of their T-shirts, the laptops. The momentum is very high, and to estimate, we will expect over thousands of people to be on the street today, because from what we saw from the party headquarters yesterday, it was not easy when in fact people were at the party headquarters up to 10 o'clock last night. So to tell you how the people are in high gear to turn out for today's event. So as it takes, the campaign material was distributed by communities, and up to now, communities, other communities who have not gotten their own campaign material, they are on their way to the party headquarters. We still want to go there this morning to see as to how it's going to be like.
Where is the official program taking place today in Greenville?
We were being told by the party chairman, Superintendent Lead Number G Senior, that they're going to begin with an official parade from Pool River, that is the beginning of Greenville, up to downtown community where they had the administrative building.
Right.
From there, they will turn around and go to another most populated place in Greenville. It is in the next district, Fine Statutory District. So meaning they have to parade to go to CBR that is in Fine.
Right.
And they will have a U-turn again to come to go at the party headquarters. From the party headquarters, and the parade will end at the John Dominic Ben City Hall, where they're going to have the indoor program.
Okay, well, I think we can leave Elijah now.
Yes, Elijah, I mean, how is the momentum like?
Well, like I said earlier, the momentum is very high, and people are in high gear to go and grace the occasion today.
Okay, thank you ever so much, Elijah.
All
right.
Okay, we're in McGibbey County now. Our man Walcott Kerry, the Al Jazeera, is on the line. Walcott, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you, Manager Fidel Sidi, and good morning to our valued listeners.
It's uncommon for you to be up at this hour and there's no noise in your background. Where are you?
Well, I'm in a quiet location observing things on the main street of Kakata, where officers of the Liberia National Police and other security apparatus are rigorously taking the drivers off the streets to stop the sidewall street loading on the main street of Kakata.
Why are they doing so?
Well, according to them, they said they want to decongest the road, and the president and vice president motorcade used to pass through Kakata, plying other areas like Ingbanga, Bon County, and Nimba. But because of the drivers continuously continue to load their cars on the sidewalk of the road in Kakata, creating some problems. So as a result of this, they don't want any human casualty, especially politics time like this. And not only the president motorcade, even the various ambulances that can take patients to the John F. Kennedy JFK Hospital will find it very difficult at least to ply the route, especially on the main street of Kakata. So based upon all of these factors, that is why the police themselves and other joint security apparatus are on their toes to ensure that whether they like it or not, as drivers, they should go to the parking and leave the main street of Kakata, especially stop loading their cars on the sidewall of the street.
Now, how cooperative are the drivers in this regard?
Well, at first, though, they were putting resistance, but they themselves have seen the need for them to be relocated. And most of them are saying it is good and they support the idea and they are fully in support of the idea. But on the other round, some other drivers are very disgruntled about the idea. In fact, they are even putting heavy resistance, but the police are there with their chargeable offense with the traffic section. So they are battling it out with the drivers. But on the large, most of the drivers and even the marketers who also used to sell on the side wall of the road have relocated to the general market, and they are cooperating with the idea.
Now, Wakat, it is uncommon that you'll be reporting on a September 7, where the CDC is having her launch, and you've not spoken anything about it. What's going on in Margibi? Is it perpetual silence or what?
No, it's not perpetual silence. People are hailing the president, and people are hailing the CDC administration for the level of development they have done. And most of the party officials have spoken to the press, and even the county superintendent, Honorable Jerry Opavani, is yet to even address the press on that issues and so many issues. So if you see I'm not speaking to I want to get a correct version of the story from the horse's mouth themselves.
No, I'm making reference to the Blue Day today. Is the spirit not been felt in Kakata?
It is not being felt much in Kakata as it is being felt in other parts of the country, especially in Morovia. Reason being because of some of the seditians in Kakata here, they are not honest with issues when it comes to filtering the development down to other people. Let them also feel the impact of it. Yes, so those are some of the factors. But political pundits in the county are still observing the process, and even the press is yet observing the process as to see the successful outcome of the entire process.
Okay, thank you so much, Walcott. We have to leave it at that, and I think because Margibi shares proximity with Montserrado, so the likelihood is that those who are in Margibi County are coming to
Monrovia.
That's what I see.
So there is no need to mobilize in Margibi
Yeah.
again. So now we into Bon County, Central Liberia, where Nathan Colley is our man. Nathan, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Breeze.
Well, good morning, Anthony.
Nathan Yaoune.
Good morning.
Nathan Yaoune.
Nathan, we are sorry. We are so sorry for your. I mean, I'm told you had a motorbike accident, and I hope you're faring better this morning.
Yeah, man. Thank God for that. You're not easy as ever.
We're happy that you are alive, and we can hear your voice this morning. That powerful voice from Central Liberia.
Well, so what is happening in Bon County this morning? I'm sure you are in Banga City.
Yeah, not in this one fast work. Okay, I'm recording. Yeah, the Bon County Senator Kennedy 20 Ugoya Independent Kennedy promised that he's going to unite the Bon County Legislative Caucus. The issue of is within the caucus, and the caucus has several, have 2 or 3 persons. One side, 3 or 2 persons, one side. So when you elect us, they're going to work hard to unite the caucus. You know, one the long-standing issue in the Bon County caucus. Even during the 2018 by-election in the county, even that October, the current senator also talked about uniting the county caucus. He also failed to do that. So Johnny Bay said, only leadership, the next senator of Bon County going to work tirelessly with the members of the caucus to unite the county in Bon County. In order to unite, going to be some development in the county. Because the thing that Bon County is not like some development, because the caucus members are not together. So he said going to work hard to work with the new caucus members to unite when elect as senator council to work.
Now, today is Blue Day, as you may well know. Are there signs and symptoms that the Blue Day is somewhere in where you are now in Swakoko?
Yeah, we only ourselves that
okay. The take of the happiness will obviously be in Banga.
Yeah. I live in Banga. I will soon be here in Banga. And you also talk about the issue of constructing Amole or in the country. So it's about to construct Amole or in the country. You say that will be a fully point for your operation. But you procured 2 ambulances, so you're going to do this sustainability to feed Amole things of maintaining providing all the kind of things you're going to do it for the Bon County people. So when you elected, even if not elected, you're going to continue the development in the country.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's Nathan Colley there in Bon County. I was told he had a bike accident yesterday.
Oh,
But thankfully, we are happy that he's up.
I see why he's in Swakoko.
Yeah, I think he was headed to Swakoko. Let's go to Lofa County quickly and speak with our man Samuel Bullet. Samuel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let me say good morning to our entire listeners.
How is Lofa County this morning?
Well, Lofa is okay and everything on course this morning.
Okay, that's good. Have you seen? I mean, today is Blue Day, and we expect it to be blue in Lofa as well. What is happening there?
Yeah, well, yesterday when I visited their office, in caption that well, they have communicated to the various districts to see how they can be able to have their celebration. But this morning, currently, I have not been able to get to the office. But yesterday, I talked to them, and they said, well, they have the meeting, and the meeting is not only about today's celebration, but they were told that before the end of this month, the president going to be paying the visit here, visit in Lofa County, where the various commissioner disclosed that they are in the momentum, and they're going to give the best reception to the president, the best turnout, and the president have started a tour. Lofa going to show that they stand by him, they love him.
So I mean, guys, I mean,
is it because the CDC is launching her campaign nationally today, Bully, are you seeing signs and symptoms of the CDC launching Lofa?
Yeah, yesterday when they have the meeting, we talked to them. They said today, definitely they're going to gather to the various district offices where you have Fuya, Kolahun, Vonjama, and that of Zozo, where the quiz to us. But this morning, I'm currently posted in Kolahun, where we place the call to the commissioner. Commissioners were around 8:30. They have already communicated, but they are not talking about people who should leave for the far area. They are just those that are from Koba City. They're going to meet there today and see how they can just celebrate with their college. But what they are doing now, according to him, they are having the momentum to see how they can welcome the president at the end of this month, where it had been disclosed that the president got to pay the visit in Lofa.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Samuel. We have to leave it at that. Samuel Bullet there in Lofa County. Guys, what do we do next?
Well, you want to go Cape Mount?
Okay,
yes,
let's go Cape Mount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go Cape Mount.
Fully Kamara.
Yeah, Fully Kamara. We can get Fully.
Trying to get to him. I've been trying for. I think this is the third time now we start picking.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Then we can move forward.
Fully is out of reach.
Okay, he's out of reach. We need to move on this morning. Okay, welcome back to the program. And yes, we are here this morning, guys.
You said we were contacting the guys we started with yesterday.
Yeah, of course, after this segment of our discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we here. Yesterday, the Charge d'Affaires, if I'm right, of the U.S. Embassy had a press conference. Tio, I mean, you've been following, I mean, issues from that end. I mean, as per at least our news story. What did she say exactly? And why were the conditions that premised her statement?
Well, the Charge d'Affaires in Catherine Rodriguez was emphatic on yesterday, Fidel. Yesterday was her first interaction with the media, and she will be in that position until the U.S. government can send a new ambassador who will replace Ambassador Mark McCarthy. And so she was keen about the maintenance of peace. She talked about the upcoming elections, and she warned those who will want to perhaps create some chaos during these elections. And she warned of sanctions. Someone could say perhaps the U.S. Embassy is monitoring all of the happenings here politically. Statements from political leaders, those who are vying for public offices, they are monitoring all of those in our country. And yesterday, you and I know that Representative Yeke Koluba had a press conference. And before Koluba, there were several other press conferences across Monrovia or Liberia, if you will. And so the people listen to people when they speak. And so I'm sure they've been hearing comments from political leaders that are not in line with the peace of this country, not in line with the Farmington River Declaration. So perhaps that prompted the press conference yesterday from the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia. But the fact of the matter is, Fidel, the Chargé Affairs was clear about a sanction on those who will violate the election laws and perhaps want to destabilize the peace of Liberia. Yes.
Yeah. So just like Theo said, Fidel, some time ago we listened to Emmanuel Gonkwe from the EFFL. Yeah, and I mean that statement he made, in fact, mandating the Liberian National Police, in fact, the entire security of our country, that all security apparatus should cooperate with his security that he will put outside. And I believe the American government and international partners listened to that statement. It didn't go down well. And recent statement again from Representative Koluba that if results from district number 10 doesn't favor him, he would take to the bushes.
Yes.
And so with all those statements coming from oppositions and what have you, so the American government and international partners, they have spent lots of money, billions of dollars on this country. So we've enjoyed peace. So anything that will want to cause Liberia to go back, in fact, they are not willing to even, listen or pay any money again in effect. So they're saying that the sanction, it's just waiting for somebody who would just, be a possible, maybe you feel that you can carry Liberia back to the dark days, or you can say anything. No, you will not do anything. The recent things that are happening in various districts. No, so that if you cause us to do anything, Liberia go back to what it came from, obviously you will not, leave this country. You will not go anywhere. They will sanction you, and so that's just it, Fidel.
So, guys, before Jeffan come in, and Jeffan will tie his initial comment on, through this as well. Do you think the statement from the Chargé Affairs actually applies to those who are handling the affairs of these elections in terms of their professional conduct?
So, Fidel, before I address that, let me start out at this. When statements of such are made, it doesn't directly go to maybe Jefferson, who might feel hurt in the electoral process and want to maybe as a result of what he believed or what happened, might want to go on the other way. But when people make statements like anyone who will cause, I want to underscore that war, who will create or who will cause problem for the election. It means that you who are handling the affairs of the election, you have to be very careful. You who will have an intent to do otherwise, you have to be very careful, because an attempt to take away Fidel City results for Anthony Jeffan, it means that if Anthony Jeffan is going to maybe do anything for his result, he's not the one creating that problem. You are the one first, because are you not taking away what belongs to him? He will certainly not go the way he went or the way he wants to go. And so the first thing, the National Elections Commission has to take into consideration this statement. This statement has to draw the concern and attention of the National Election Commission. Another group of people, or another group, is the government of Liberia. This statement also has to concern the government of Liberia, because the government of Liberia is the custodian of our peace. All of the years for which we enjoy peace, we praise the ordinary people for also helping to maintain the peace. But to the greater extent, the government of Liberia is responsible, because what the government of Liberia do or will do will signify or will tell you that we should go another step further in our peace. So the government of Liberia also. Another group is those who are contesting, those who are going for the power, and their supporters. Because you get into one race where you're 10, you're 15 there, and anybody can win election. But you believe in yourself that only you're supposed to win. And there are other people who go to the race with that belief that if they are not declared winner or winners, there should be no other person. Mind you now, somebody could win the election and somebody can win the election. Somebody is even doing better than what you think you're doing. So when you are not declared winner of the election, it doesn't mean that you are cheated. So those three group of people have to be very careful with this. And I really admire the statement from the Sachet Affairs because, hey, today, when anything happens here, that Sachet Affairs who talking, she can just go back to her country. There are other people who believe that they get here, they can even go anytime, anywhere to go sit down. There are some people who are not even leave or left their homes from maybe Cape Mount to see Morovia. How do those people leave Liberia, man? Some people don't even leave Sino, or they leave Wapa or Sino to go to Greenville. They are not able to travel. So those are the people she's speaking for. And I think we have to, we ourselves, we journalists ourselves, this statement should also concern us because what we see, how do we present our programs and news stories could also help to maintain or destabilize the peace.
You're right. And as you said, this is a collective responsibility from both the government and those who are in opposition and all of those who are contesting in these elections. The peace of this country is very paramount. Without peace, there's absolutely nothing can happen here. All right. You only see looting, vandalization, deaths of people, and destruction of lives and properties. And this is a route that Liberians have graduated from. We've enjoyed peace for over 10 years now. If I'm right. 20 years. 20 years. Because it's from 2003. 2003. 20 years. That's 2 decades. And Liberians do not want to go that route. So, like I said, it is a shared responsibility. If the National Elections Commission, because in this case, they are seen as the referee. If the referee is able to official the match, I mean, well, in a perfect manner, with balance, I mean, with no sign of discrepancy, the ballot papers that are going to different precincts are able to, polling centers are able to reach there on time, that unnecessary delays are not caused, that they use and that's why I always talk about self-appraisal. The National Elections Commission, especially the current leadership, they've conducted more than 2-3 elections now since their ascendancy at that level, and so they have an experience of what their lapses were in the past. So it is now their responsibility to close all of those loopholes, so we do not have a recurrence of what happened in the past, where voting started at some polling centers maybe 2 hours late, 3 hours late, especially in accessible areas like Mosorado County. Those are gaps that must be closed, because when polling starts at a particular center late, there is a likelihood that some people will not vote, because people go to the polling centers as early as 5 a.m.
Yes.
So if someone stays there from 5 a.m. up to 11 o'clock,
it's annoying.
12 o'clock,
annoying.
the person gets angry and they leave. It means that person has been disenfranchised. So those little loopholes that existed during past elections, those loopholes should be closed. There are people who own properties where elections, they have polling centers. The NEC, in the past, some of these people were not consulted. As a result of that, they closed their places and NEC could not have access. They had to negotiate. And through that negotiation process, there was a delay in the start of voting. So it also disenfranchised people. They had to reach places that the NEC found difficult to reach, ballot boxes. It means this time around, those boxes should be taken there very early. And in order to ensure transparency, all of those who are contesting in those areas should have their representatives before those ballot boxes are open. And there should be full disclosure, so that there's not a tendency of somebody harboring that fear that maybe they've done ballots or they brought overplus ballots for the the number of registrants in this particular polling place, because there should be the exact number of ballots as per those who are registered at a particular polling center. Now, if all of these discrepancies are closed and they are corrected, it means there will be trust in the National Elections Commission.
Yes.
And that is exactly what we want to see the NEC doing now.
And Fidel, just to add up from what to what we are saying, during the course of the BVR process across Liberia, particularly Central Monrovia, I was fortunate to have visited most of the areas, and like you mentioned, little things were missing. So it will be fair enough for the NEC to ensure that all of those things are in place to avoid these kinds of problems. For instance, I visited a few centers in Monrovia, Central Monrovia, just around Central Town. And you won't believe, at some places they did not have something to show that, yes, indeed, this person is registered. And another thing I noticed was the slow pace of the entire process. For instance, somebody told me at the time at Newport Junior High, they woke up early that morning to go and get registered to vote. And they sat in the queue for a very long period of time. And they were even frustrated and threatened to leave as a result of the machine's inability to work effectively at the time. Yes. So sometimes you experience problem like ink problem. Somebody go no ink finish. I mean, these are little things that NEC will have to put into place so that the process can be credible.
Exactly.
Yes.
And NEC and they know that they are the major custodian of our peace.
Exactly.
All right? Because you see, when you are conducting such processes, you have to ensure that all of the mechanisms that ensures that you are seen as a credible institution, those mechanisms are put in place. If you went to a center and somebody say, oh, we look at your card, we load through the roster, you're not there. I mean, how do you handle such a situation? It is the next responsibility to do so. If there is an addendum list that you should make let the pool watchers there know why you are making that list and explain to them, because at this point you are accountable to those pool watchers, because they want to ensure that their representations are there to guide the process, so that there's no, apprehension as to whether or not the process is credible. And that is what needs to happen.
And something else I noticed, video. This one is laughable. One of the persons hired by NEC at the time to do the BVR process, at one of the registration center, there was this contention. One of the guys walked to me and said, but that lady over there can spell simple names. It was somehow embarrassing. So they should also have people who are trained, people who are lettered to the level to do these things. Because imagine, everybody who goes to vote might not be educated. Right? So you need to have people in a position that they will provide some guidance as well. Even though spelling of names,
those are for me.
But they are common names.
John, Peter,
Paul, Mary, these kinds of names. I'm not talking about those traditional names that one can't hold anybody for you. But common names, people should be able to spell them correctly.
You know, when you do phonics, you definitely.
That's one of the problems. So we're still encountered, I'm sure.
So Fidel, let me add up to this. Another thing too, we should also look at, even though we're looking at the National Elections Commission, but then the media institutions, mind you, the elections will be over, the voting process will be over at all the polling centers or precincts, and then the results will be posted on the walls. And the monitors there, the poll watchers there will have the results in their hands, and they will be sending these results to their headquarters. And then we as journalists or media institutions just sit, and then you're announcing results that are not in favor of somebody, even though the person have the correct number. The exact result from a particular center, then you announce different result. It could cause chaos. Mind you, you saw what happened in Rwanda. We saw, the Tutsis and the Hutus, just because of the journalist's mistake, the country had to go to some dark days, and we don't want to see that. So we as journalists too, when we sit behind the microphone on the day or after the day of election, we should give exact results, give the numbers to the people, the numbers that are there, our reporters that are reporting. This is it. This is exactly the number that is from this particular center. It will do the country a good thing.
Partly, I want to agree with you, Jeff, but I have a different view.
Okay.
For that, right? Some of those who are even designated, some of the politicians, they are not fair. And again, when we talk about maintaining and sustaining peace during the election, right? Hey, like Fidel said, we depend on the National Elections Commission solely to ensure that the right thing is done. Again, a political party or candidate might assign pool washer somewhere to monitor and do the rest of it and do the necessary calculation. Let them also be sincere to send what they have, because it's from what they will send that even if there will be any agitation from their political institution, it will be. But again, they are not what do I say? They are not clothed with the responsibility. They don't have the authority to release official information to say, oh, that thing. Then when you give yours, when NEC announced the official result, then you have a different side to take note. So, the National Elections Commission had to be very professional, very careful, and very critical on how they go about. Like you, Theo, talk about maybe ensuring that the common things. All of the campaigns I listen to, from the messages I listen to from the CDC Youth in Namwe, we always say to the people, go on the pool as early as 5 o'clock. It means that when the pool will not open 5 o'clock, obviously the pool opens, voting starts 8 o'clock.
8 a.m.
So it means that when you get on the line at 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, at 8, everything should be set. So if you can even vote 8 o'clock to 9:10, you can, if you have everything set, you can finish with as many persons as you can finish with. They can go doing their normal things, right? So the next, and we journalists, like you said, we reporting different things, they reporting different things. We journalists, it happened before here, but I know we've learned.
Happened? No, you gotta come clear. Happened before here. What do you mean?
Yeah, there was a time that a journalist. Now I'm not talking about ABC.
No, I like to be clear. I mean,
of course, Fidel. Yeah. ABC Radio would never do that.
We're discussing Liberia.
ABC Radio would never do that.
It happened here in Liberia during the May 10th senatorial election, right? Where some of our colleagues were reporting on the contrary. You know, you saw what happened. People started running to their various headquarters and other things. But when those things start to be, people develop different mind. Mind you now, that was with the ruling party, right? I have been the opposition, somebody reporting for, say, oh, you'll get 1 million, you'll get 2 million. And then at the end of the day, the National Elections Commission report that no, the opposition is down and the ruling party is up. You know, obviously,
there's commotion. That's
ruling party is always accused of cheating. So there will be serious tension. It was good, even though that particular action was not good, but it was good that it was done in the interest of the ruling party, and then it was brought under control as soon as possible when they noticed that it was not right. So we have to be very careful.
But Anthony, political parties observers who will be in the room on election day, they have a responsibility, and that responsibility is to report to your party or whoever what NEC will give you. That is official. So no one will manufacture numbers.
I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure of that.
If you do that, it means it's a disservice to yourself,
to your own
institution,
institution,
to your country, and a disservice to those you are representing.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm not
me,
sure of
that
that.
shouldn't be a major argument. And journalists, like you mentioned, during these elections, the NEC, we all know that NEC is the official body responsible. So if a journalist is reporting or covering the election, all you need to do for yourself and your institution is to report what you see from the NEC. Official tally sheets from the NEC that will be posted on the walls of those patients and other areas. So I mean, anybody who wants to report something different, it means you are doing it at your own will, and I mean, it will not augur well for you, because the peace of this country depends on all of us, our reporters as well as journalists, should also be in line with the maintenance of the peace. So I think the Chargé affair press conference yesterday, in my mind, was timely, and it's going to send a strong caveat to everybody.
Sure.
Yes, as far as these elections are concerned.
So in a nutshell, this statement cut across everyone involved in the electoral process.
Everyone.
And it should not be seen as directed to a specific individual or to a specific institution.
No.
Like I've said, these elections are about Liberia. The sustenance of our peace is about Liberia, and is the collective responsibility of all Liberians, because those who work at the National Elections Commission are Liberians.
Exactly.
Those who are contesting for various leadership positions are Liberians. I mean, those that go out there to vote are Liberians. All right, poll watchers, election workers, those are Liberians. And so we cannot take anybody from anywhere to guard our peace.
No.
We ourselves must guard our peace. And I think if we can see ourselves as responsible citizens, we'll do everything possible to ensure that this process is transparent, and that whoever wins these elections, whether from the representative, senatorial, or
The
presidential
presidency.
level,
Yeah.
Liberians will accept the result. Do not have in your mind these preconceived notions of oh, they cheat us, oh, we don't want
Or they're
one.
planning to cheat.
The people want cheat, though.
All that needs to happen, and that is why we are here. The processes that lead to these elections must be very clear, and there must be a degree of transparency in all of these processes, so that people do not have a mindset that, oh, they will cheat us. For example, when the NSC go to a particular district control, because obviously there are control areas. If they went to Lofa County, for example, and instead of starting polling on at 8 o'clock, they decide to start at 12 o'clock, the entire Lofa County, then you know there's something wrong. If they start polling at his voting starts at 12 o'clock in Monserrado, all right, then you know there's something featured. If the similar thing occurs in Niba County, then you know there's something featured. So all of these things have to be observed. The NEC, look, what's her name from the NEC? Deviata Brown Lasana. This is, you are more like the person who's holding on to the thread that holds a piece of this country.
That's
And
how
so
I see it. Yeah.
every time you shake yourself, the piece will shake.
Exactly.
If you make a mistake, the piece will shake. Because, let me be clear now. You cannot control the reaction of people. What we can do is to educate our people, on some of these things, because there are a lot of people who don't know exactly what these processes entail. And so there's a likelihood that out of ignorance, they may start to do things that are unorthodox. And this is something we don't want to see. That is why we are behind these microphones, to tell them, look, you know what? This is how it's supposed to be. And at the process, NEC following. NEC not doing nothing different. So that mindset that you guys say, oh, NEC doing it because they want you. No, this is the real process that should be followed. Yeah. So we must all maintain our peace. And we'll open the phone lines this morning to you and Jefan, to our people. Let them have their guts out on what exactly they expect from this electoral process and how they think the NEC can proceed in order to safeguard our peace. How do they think that those who are contesting in these elections can conduct themselves so that we do not go into any threat of violence as is being threatened by a lot of people? Basically, of course, we heard Mo Ali, we heard Yeke, we heard Emmanuel Gonkwe. A lot of people, and that even the ruling party decides to do those things that are right, so that they do not trample on the rights of those who are in opposition. Because at the end of the day, they have the mantle of authority. And normally in African democracies, there's this trampling sometimes that occur as a result of the conduct of the ruling party, because we are all Liberians and everybody has to be satisfied. All right, let's go to the phone lines, guys. Announce the numbers.
0777 105 100 0777 105 100 0555 105 100 0555 105 100. Those are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program.
Okay, so we're talking peace this morning. Give us your perspective of how you think our peace can be maintained. The statement of the U.S. Chargé Affairs, U.S. Embassy Chargé Affairs in Liberia, and how we can solidify our peace, because this is very important. What are those issues you think the government has to do in order to ensure that everyone is satisfied in this electoral process.
Mhm.
And as maybe a supporter of the government, or maybe you in opposition, what can we collectively do to maintain our peace? Because we think this conversation is significant to whatever we do in this country. Let's go to the phone lines and take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, this is if you are we are seeing
Mhm.
going from the city,
Mhm.
the Boniface of the country. My recommendation is that the Farmington Declaration
Mhm.
that they signed, for every law you made, there won't be a punishment. But then they all went there and they made they signed it, and there was no after the signing of the law, there was no punishment that you from any of the party, having to violate, they should be the mention. But they just let it go. And see that the unfortunate power. But for all, thank God, I bless God so much for our people. It is God that always power through them. At least they are signed a caveat that indeed the election, because you imagine what get back from 2017. If someone were to come say, yeah, we'll get one round, I will be. But at this time, it didn't happen. Then you say you will get one round. So the team about both Luri and opposition, the issue about one round cannot happen. We all go into the second round. So I pray by the grace of God, I want people to get it. So the one round, and also he say, fear. Now someone will say, yeah, this is why he's doing. But thank God for the people for the Nancy America. They are watching. They watching the election. And then ballot that will make mistake. And that sanction to be given that person. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Is the statement of the U.S. Sachet affair a validation of how we can solidify our peace? Let's go back to the phone line 0777 105 100 0555 105 100. Let's hear you this morning on the program, because we think it is important that we all have a say on how we can sustain our peace. I mean, if there are conducts from the government that you think could lead to violence, let us know. And let's unearth these things. If there are conduct from the part of the opposition, how can we talk about these issues? Because at the end of the day, guys, it's all about Liberia, like I continue to emphasize. And there's nothing we can do in this country if we do not, have this degree of peace, and our people are not together in terms of how they conduct themselves as we move to these processes. It is clear that you will have your side, but at the end of the day, it's about the country. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen.
Lasanche Roland Trobe.
This is Lasanche Roland Trobe. I call from Monrovia. I know Tio is on there calling my name. Thanks for the recognition. Yes, this situation of peace, it behooves all Liberians to ensure that we continue to sustain our peace. So it may be fragile, but we can sustain it. And I think, like somebody said in your studio there, the government has the statutory responsibility to ensure that we all have peace. And also the election commission. You see, election around the world, and from our own history, we know that election results have been the cause of our problem. Our 14 years of working from election results. So the election commission must be fair enough. If John Brown wins, give John Brown the results. And one thing I want to frown on is this issue of what do you call it?
One round victory, right?
One round victory. It has the propensity to ferment chaos. Because what if you continue to tell your supporters, we will get one round victory, and time comes you don't get the one round victory. It also ferment chaos. So we should stop all these things and listen to the election commission. And the election commission too must be magnanimous enough. They should be fair enough, because they know everything comes one day. Liberia remains our common denominator. Regime will come, regime will go, election will come, election will go. Liberia is all we have. Nobody can make this place stable for us. Only we can make this place stable. And I want to call on the American embassy also. Those who in government who are taking their family out here, what have they seen? What have they seen? That they are taking their family out. I think other African countries and other friendly European and Western governments should deny these people. Let all of us stay here until after election. Thank you, and have a God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
They both taking
Yeah,
their families.
Don't
Everybody should stay here.
Let me hear. So you will
Yeah,
appreciate.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you appreciate how important it is to keep our peace, even though we cannot restrict the movement of people. But yeah,
I think the man is right, Fidel.
I mean, he's right. I
As we
mean,
speak at the moment, some people have their families
they're gone
Abroad.
Liberia.
Yeah, they've already
They've
taken
been
the
with
people here.
long sentence. And so
So we're not sure
you cannot
about.
come there and be
so-
making statements about going back to the butches.
Yeah.
I mean, and trying to revert the country to its dark days.
And then your children, your
we'll just say
family.
like, yeah, look how
So you will
just go
stay
back.
here. You can go.
I mean, I love the statement from the US embassy.
yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it has placed people in check.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in check now.
Politicians will not go to political rallies or they will not call press conferences and just make blanket statements.
Statements about threatening our peace.
That's a
But we've
serious
always
warning.
said as well, the government must be the first to step up. All right,
Those
do
statements
what
are
is right.
documented.
Do what is right.
Mhm.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. My name is Prince A. Casil, and I do call from district number 50 in Montserrat County this morning. Basically, issues under discussion is very pivotal towards solidifying democracy in Liberia, most especially the emerging national electoral processes. As it relates to how best we can solidify our peace, as a media practitioner, I think I will speak from my perspective. I do believe that the media has a very pivotal role in terms of solidifying the peace of our country. Take for instance, of quite recent, I've been landscaping most of these media institutions, and I've learned that not of quite recent, some of these media institutions and some of these media personalities who expect to hold a high sense of neutrality have been siding in with some political parties and individuals, which to some extent has the propensity to spring up a chaos within our democratic process. So I just send this message as a caveat to these media institutions that are involved in the process of siding with political parties and individuals. So, gentlemen, thank you very much. I'm close to following from my domicile, and I really extol you for this talk to you this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thanks
much,
so
brother.
much.
Thanks for calling. Yep, the media, like we said, we are part of this, and we must play our part because we also, to whom much is given, much is
Much is
expected.
expected.
So we have to play our part. I mean, we can't dodge that. We sit behind these microphones. There's power. We have the ability to reconcile our people. We also have that ability to divide them. And the posture of a media institute, and this is something people get wrong. The last time we were having this professional debate in our chat room regarding the way media institutions conduct themselves. All right. And it was more like, is it a good thing for a media institution to support a particular system? And there were others who were of the opinion that we should maintain a degree of neutrality. There were others who thought that, well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a media institution taking a stance or position in elections. And I agree with the latter because we are all national leaders, whether you like it or not. I think where the neutrality lies is you being able to afford the other side the opportunity to use the medium that you are using to support whomever you are supporting. That is also a sign of neutrality. And a sign of neutrality is supporting your side, but at the same time giving others the opportunity to use your platform. That is neutrality. You go, I mean, you watch CNN, and those are institutions we use as the highest standard of journalism in the world. CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC, they have,
MSNBC, and
yes,
other media outlets
these institutions
globally.
have vested interests. But what they've done is they've given other parties or other groups the opportunity to use their platforms. So if I invited, if for example, this station was a Unity Party station, and this station took side with the Unity Party, we are under obligation to invite ANC, ALP, CDC, partisans here if they want to have a say. except these elections where now we've reached to the point where we say you have to pay before you
Yeah.
appear on the radio. That is something that cuts across.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to pay before you appear. That is something that is conventional as well. Now, in my mind, that is a point of view. But if I decide to take a side and then I close the others up, saying you can't appear on my platform, or even if you get money, you can't come here, that is not neutrality. And sometimes we are under obligation to explain these things to our people so they get to understand. So if I put a complete media blackout on other parties because I support party A, that is not how they call it, a spirit of neutrality. But if I take a side and I give the opportunity to others to use my platform, that is neutrality. And I just thought to say that because there's this thing that people, they misunderstand. In media neutrality. So nobody must fool you say in election, no media institution supposed to stay side. You're supposed to, if you have a side, you must take it.
Exactly.
But what you need to do is not to shut others up, because the essence of the media institutions is to give everyone the opportunity to express their views. And I just thought to say that.
Exactly. Fair enough, Fidel. Fair enough. And that is evident by what I saw recently with the state broadcaster. You know, there's been this perception that EABC belongs exclusively to the government, and that no opposition candidate can appear on EABC to propagate their messages. And I was astonished when I heard a representative candidate. From District 16.
Madam Aaron Sekwe
Who
Mumu.
is a member of the opposition. By the way, she's supposed the
ANC.
Alternative National Congress.
CPP
Yes.
Yes. I was astonished when I heard her on the radio. I'm like, these things are good. It's healthy for our country. It gives everyone the opportunity to, make use of the national broadcast.
Exactly.
So
It's been funded by taxpayers' money.
Yes. So, like you mentioned, media institutions can have a particular side, but again, professionally, you have to give others the space to say what they want to say.
I can't say
as per professional ethics.
I can say, okay, Theo William is from that side. Oh, Theo, like, bah, man, Theo can do this, Theo can do that, and I don't give him the opportunity. Even this situation we're following up in District 11, with the original countryman thing.
Yeah, Thomas.
Some of us took a position that we need to uphold the rule of law, but at the same time, we made efforts to get to people from his camp. What they did was they refused to talk to us because in their minds, you're critical of our,
But some of them appear here.
Oh, okay, they appear
on 2 occasions.
Okay.
Yes.
No, maybe when it reached
By the time we started,
from his camp here, protecting some of the things he has done in District 11.
Yeah, but when the process started with the Election Commission and the Supreme Court,
they refused to
appear.
We afforded them the chance. We gave them the chance to come, but they refused to come. So, but that we are not liable for whatever it is. But
so that's just how people turn. They just look at journalists, especially when you're saying the right thing. Once it's not in their favor, they feel offended. But mind you, they came before when it just started the process. But when they had the issue with NEC and Supreme Court, and then we started protecting the law, we were protecting the country. So all they felt that we were against them, which was not. We were against those guys. It was just the right thing we were doing, because we would do it to anybody. It can be from the government, you in opposition, anyone. Once you go against the peace of this country, we have at the right. We are on our obligation to checkmate you, to make sure that. Look at the statement from U.S. Embassy. It did not go to a particular person.
No,
it said anyone would be. So anyone. So it's not just for a single person.
Okay, guys, let's take this short break. When we come back, we try to make our rounds across the country to speak with some of those people we tried contacting yesterday on how the Blue Day is going and the preparations for the Blue Day. The other thing, sacrifice. But let's take this break right here and be right back on the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7.
Yo. Look where one to us, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Where one speak to, yo. Yo. Look where one to us, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Where one speak to,
I will be coming to you shortly to ask you to renew for a second time the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
We said we want rules. We were just paying rules. We want the hospitals. We were just paying hospitals. We said we won't go to schools. We were not paying the school fee. We want the market. But we're not beating ya.
Yo. Look where one to us, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo.
Okay.
In a sumo, yo. Where one speak to, yo. Yo. Look where one to us, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Na all, yo. In a sumo, yo. Where one speak to, yo. Yo.
And so shortly we go across Liberia. Okay, we do have our first guest appearance on the phone line. Who's that?
George.
Okay.
He's on our line. Come on in, Honorable George.
What is happening? Has Solomon George going into coma? Okay, all right. We have somebody on the other line, Honorable Samuel Wia, who is the campaign's manager for Team Sibo in District number 16. Let's get him right here. Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning.
You are live on ABC Radio 105.7, providing update for the Blue program today. Okay, my man, you don't sound too enthusiastic. How are preparations? Where is your team now?
Oh, we are on course. Very much prepared for the process today. We are carrying out. As a matter of fact, we already get things set up now. Just trying to get things 100% completed so I can start a parade from Yukutown. Like, I've already committed myself to taking at least nothing less than 30,000 persons from here. We are committed to that.
Wow.
For the tsunami, yeah.
That's a huge number.
That's a huge number.
It's very huge number. We are capable of doing that now. That's not any number for us. You saw this February 4th. So that 30,000 is not any number for us on the border of Yukutown.
Okay. Guys, any inquiry for Samuel?
So Samuel, where will you begin the marching from?
We are starting from the town hall here in Yukutown, and then the representative will also pick up the team from St. Paul's Bridge. We will gather at St. Paul Junction and then we'll parade towards the ATS. Yeah.
Okay.
We have two different floats. One in St. Paul's Bridge and one here in Central Yukutown. We'll really take on there and we'll march it there. All set at the two different locations. We are going to be at the junction, the intersection airport for junction, then we can reach straight to the ATM.
Are you marching to town with your
birthday? So it was great.
Happy birthday. Well, I think, yeah, you and the Lord Mayor celebrating your birthday on today. Well, the two brothers now, nothing.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
So, Samuel, are you marching along with your lawmaker as you head to town this morning?
Yeah, we'll be marching along the because towards
Okay.
Somewhere we've been told that the guys in Simport Bridge they slept out last night.
Yes, of course they did. Even here in Yucatan, right in front of the police station here, because we're preparing the float up to this morning. So the both ends were all charged. Everything that is needed to make the at-night success were available. So yeah.
Okay.
December 16th is charged and prepared to support this tsunami for today.
All right. We look forward to a great program today. All the best, my brother.
Thank you very much.
And enjoy your birthday.
Hey, man, don't forget.
It's going to be a great birthday celebration. You know that, right?
I know.
Don't forget, we'll bring you on the radio. Yeah.
All right, my brother. Oh, that one. That is one. All right, let me get another one here. And guys, I hope you establish in contact with these guys.
Yes, I'm trying to call Representative Akaros Gray. Salute.
What happened to Salute?
Yeah, people. Yeah, anyway.
What happened?
We'll try to get to Senator Joseph Jala. I'm trying to reach out to Senator Jala as well.
Jean Akwe Gawolo. Jean Akwe Gawolo is the CDC candidate in district number 11. We're calling you, so we give you your notification. So you saw your own radio.
Anything you thought I have been in. Let me take this person. Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Jones King, birthday calling from Oro this morning.
Jones.
Yeah, let's listen for the most of the program. You guys continue to highlight and mention about fragile peace.
No, the blue conversation we're on, bro. We're on blue conversation now. We finished with that piece.
Yes, I know that. I'm part of the blue conversation so that we have to start from the mental peace, which is very powerful to all of us. Without the mental message, the blue conversation by now. Yeah, but in this day, I think you can listen. They just brought you on a report about where he said his members should go out and work there and target other people. That's very it's counterproductive.
Okay. All right, my brother. Thank you so much. We have to hold it at that. Sorry, we have
Senator Joseph Jala
of Lofa County now live on the line. Senator Jala, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Well, we're doing great, and today is the blue day. How is it going from your end?
Well, it's going pretty good, and we have been able to speak to our people. A large number of them will be turning out to show their cause for the day in October that will be coming, so that we can be able to secure the success or the gains that have been made by this administration. As you all know, that Lofa County was the only county that did not vote CDC in 2017. But now we're trying to make a difference at this time to make sure that we redeem ourselves because of the massive development that is taking place in our county. We're putting rural electrification, we're putting the water system, as well as the road network. For example, the quota that started from Banga is now in Salaye. So that maybe when this government gets re-elected, our project can go as rapidly as possible so that our tomorrow is better than our today.
Okay, that's great. And are you in Lofa County currently?
No, I did not make it to the county because we want to launch Monrovia, then we'll go to the
back.
County.
Okay.
After the launching, we'll go and wait for the president there.
Okay, that's great.
I don't want to make two trips.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Now, how is the mobilization of your citizens here in Montserrado County, those from Lofa, for the program on today?
From yesterday, people have been braving the storm. They just in our home when Independence Day is coming or Christmas is coming, people celebrate the Eve. So it's like people started gearing up on the eve of this launching today from last night. So all over we're in touch with people, and the calls were coming in and putting into our our guy get there. So people are really geared up.
Okay.
If people are going to the party headquarters, getting their own t-shirts and the rest of it. So basically, it was like whatever the situation is.
Okay, how do you intend to hit? When do you intend to hit the street on today?
Well, by midday.
By midday. You and your entourage will be heading to the Antoinette Tubman Stadium.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Senator Jala, and we wish you the best of today.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you, man. God bless all of us and save our state.
Okay, thank you so much. He's Senator Jala there from Lofa County. Who do we have here now? Oh, my county superintendent, Lee Nangwechi.
Lee Nangwechi.
You mean you Dawao? Aponyo swata throw. Yeah, no.
Jeff, you understand that?
How is the momentum?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're carrying up this morning. I'm right at the butcher side here. There was a jet count that was just laid down this morning in honoring of this launch is signed up.
Okay, that's good. And how are the people gearing up for the launch?
Well, Sanders is a one-party system. Sanders is for George. We have Sanders for CDC. In Carrier County right now is on fire celebrating this wonderful day. So everybody is on their feet this morning. You look in the street of Greenville. All you can see now is white colors all over the place.
Wow, that's good. All right, and how do you intend to go about the program on today?
Well, like I said, we having a grand parade through the principal street of Greenville. Climizes the party's headquarters where we'll be at the indoor program today. So it's showing that the people of Sando can showcase one of the people of the George Manamia.
Okay, meaning you are getting people from across the entire Sando to converge in Greenville.
Well, we don't want to send people across the county. We are doing it across the county, everywhere in the district. People are gathering.
Oh, wow.
Their own celebration. So we don't want to constrain our people. Just to show that the over 22,000 citizens in the city of Greenville will converge out today, and they will showcase that they are ready to give better. We have one round victory.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much, Superintendent. And Amunjere.
Okay, man.
I mean, Japan is alien to that. I mean, he doesn't speak the
I think Representative Solomon George is on our line now.
Okay.
Good morning, Representative George. How you doing?
Solo. Good morning. Welcome to ABC Radio. Remember your phone writing all
Jeff, your phone go off? Jeff, your phone go off?
My phone can go off. I don't know why.
I think I'll pass the man number one video or somebody else.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll call him on my number. But we have the friends of We Are chairman on the line this morning. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Welcome to ABC Radio.
Thank you, sir.
How upbeat are you for today's program? Where are you now? How are preparations? When are you getting to the stadium?
Anyway, this is Wallo Wea, and one of the leaders from Sons of Money. Yeah, we are gearing up this morning. We're getting ready to hit the streets. And this is almost like an organization. This Sons of Money is not only restricted to the political area or to the political term. It's something that we started way back. And then we decided to show our support to the president because most of the guys from this organization, they are footballers, musicians, from different walks of life.
Okay, so are you parading the streets as others are doing today?
Yeah, we are parading the street this morning.
And where are you beginning from?
We are starting from various communities, Banasville, VOA. ELWA, we have our branches everywhere, so we are starting from the various communities.
Okay, all right, that's great.
We are all meeting at the moment.
Thank you so much. We look forward to a great day today. Who do we have there?
We have the executive. Anyway, we're going back, right?
Yeah. But let me see.
The chief executive officer of the
Tape Brigade
for We Are Re-election. Professor Wilson K. Tape is on the line this morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Anthony, your phone right. Let me call the man from my phone. Yeah. But I'm not hearing the man. Everybody not hearing the man. Only you hearing me. Okay, your internet has a problem. Okay, it keeps reconnecting. Yeah, but how you be in the studio where the internet and it seems to be connected? Yeah, the man phone has to get. Yeah, my man. Yeah. But what kind of phone you get so? Okay, let me get him through my line here. Let me get him through my line here. Yep, this is the Blue Day build up right here on ABC Radio 105.7, broadcasting to you from Central Monrovia, Broad and Buchanan Streets, and of course we're trying to do the best that we can to contribute to Liberia, and obviously, and in political party can pay, we'll do the same thing. Yeah, yeah. So we're trying to establish contact with the chief executive officer of the TAPES Brigade. TAPES Brigade is a support group in support of the re-election of President George Weah and His Excellency. And we're trying to get Professor Wilson K. Tape on the line right now. I have him on the line, but I have River G County Superintendent Philip Uno on the line this morning. Okay, let's get Philip Uno this morning. Honorable Soup, good morning. We took you on the web. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
You're live on ABC Radio, and as we know, today is the Blue Day.
That's correct.
And where are you, Soup? Are you in Monrovia or are you in the county?
I'm in my county.
Well, how is the momentum there as we speak?
Well, momentum is building up, and citizens are all gearing up for the occasion. And from the local things, River G is on fire this morning.
Wow.
And yes, so much I can say.
What will you be doing specifically in line with programs marking the Blue Day today?
What I will be doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be playing my role as superintendent to ensure that the atmosphere is peaceful. Everybody goes about their normal business. Those who will not subscribe to the belief of the Blue Day, yeah, they all go about their normal business as well.
Mm-hmm.
So our responsibility as superintendent is to ensure that we have a free, transparent society election. So we'll continue to play the observatory role so that we intervene where necessary.
Having said that, Honorable Soup, what is the momentum in River G and other parts at the moment?
Well, the momentum is very high. I see citizens are all gearing up. I mean, it's going to be this afternoon, I am told, but I see almost everybody now wearing T-shirts. Yeah, so people are trooping to the headquarters as early as this morning.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. We look forward to a successful day, Honorable Soup.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes,
trying to get let's get this person right here, Mayango. Yep.
Yeah, the national chair for the auxiliary network of CDC.
Okay, let's get to Mayango. Auxiliaries in. Mayango, good morning.
Good morning to the peace-loving people of Labrador. Good morning to all citizens across the country.
Wow. And how are preparations from your end? I mean, the auxiliary seems to be the biggest group within the CDC.
Yeah, as I speak to you, our auxiliary are ready today to come out in our numbers to send a clear message that His Excellency Dr. George M. Weah is on the way on the path of a one-round victory. Come October 10.
Okay, so where are you drawing all of your auxiliaries from?
Auxiliary will be leaving from the various districts, homes, trooping away to Central Monrovia. You know, we have, over the past time, we have told our people that this time around we will not be using buses to get to Central Monrovia. Only far distance, district number 1, bring them close to the nation capital as we march towards Central Monrovia to appreciate our president. We will call it campaign launch, but we also refer to it as our appreciation day. It is a pre-victory celebration across the country today. Because this launch is taking place simultaneously in the 15 counties, all capital cities.
Okay, and how are you embracing the success of today?
I'm very much optimistic that our people, because this morning I slept out in the street moving from place to place. Our people are in hard gear, and the people will come out.
Okay.
And there will be peaceful movement of our people.
Okay. All right.
For the past time, our national chairman advised every citizen to remain peaceful. If somebody slap your red ear, give them the red one. So we are very peaceful. We are on the path of victory. So we will not let people who are losing to bring distraction among us. We're very focused on our one-run victory.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. We wish you a successful day.
Yeah, thank you too.
Okay. All right. He's my uncle, the head of the CDC auxiliary across Montserrat, Liberia. Okay. Labimel.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's we're trying to get the okay. I think we can get him through, guys. Who do you have there? Do you have anyone there?
Now yeah, we're still trying to establish contacts.
Raya Praise.
Taking shock out of getting power. We not yet for that kind of flower. Where can we get black out the chance? We are one. We are one. Get president, we are the chance. We are one. We are one. Can't you see? He's very rose. We are one. We are one. He's building hospital for all of us. We are one. We are one. Take a look at it. Estates. He's building. We are one. We are
Okay,
one.
we now have we have the chief executive officer of the TAPE for We Are auxiliary group. He's now on the line. Let's get him right here. Good morning, Professor Wilson TAPE.
Fidel, good morning. How are you?
Well, we're doing excellently well here in Monrovia. Today is the Blue Day. Your guys are going out there, and I guess you are leading the pack. How is it like?
Well, I have commandos on the ground. It's going to be good. It's going to be peaceful. The brigade's work is to ensure that the campaign is protected, that the votes are tied down substantially outside of the crowd, and the brigade is going to show up today to demonstrate that this particular administration deserves and must have a second term, and that we work to make sure we can get that done.
Now, how significant is today's gathering?
You mean the launching today?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I as a former campaign manager of the CDC, we just trying to tell our people, our Liberian people, the level of support we have. Try to tell our opposition friends that the CDC is the country, and we're trying to show the number of people that were the force. This is the force. This is the force that we're trying to show today. I'm sure the chairman of the party will tell you exactly what it is. But what we are trying to do today is to tell our people we are ready to lead. We have a president. We have a government. We have someone, one of their children that was elected 6 years ago, term, and that he's done a lot of work that we make it possible, or for which we are coming to them for a second term. And we are out there to show support and to tell our people that this is where we are going, and solicit their vote. And I'm sure we will get it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Wilson TAPE. Do you have a question? Okay, Jeff, go ahead.
We have.
So yes, before we take that person, I just want to ask Professor TAPE. That's on the national level. How prepared is the TAPE brigade for We Are re-election?
So, Prof, the question is,
how prepared is TAPE brigade for We Are re-election?
Oh, we are prepared. You see men and women, young people, young men today at the center, disciplined and well behaved, and they know the mandate, they know the objective of being there, which is to make sure that we can gather significant people to join the rest of our compatriots and partisans to ensure that we get this thing wrapped up in the first round. So they are there. They know what to do, and they will be present. They are already there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm out of the country. I should know that on official business. And but the brigade is in full swing. Mr. Henry Johnson, the chair, the coordinator is Mr. Zeke. We call him Zeke. I call him Zeke here. He's there. I got Carter. I got a lot of them. I got Carter. I got you got all of them are there.
Okay.
All of them are there. And I want to thank you for at least giving us the opportunity to be heard on your good station. We wish you well. I have to go back to session now.
Okay.
But I want to thank you for the opportunity to place this call. I wish you guys well, and welcome to the Blue Day. This is the CDC. This is a holiday.
I know. Thank you so much, bro.
If you had called me yesterday, I would have advised our good people in our country, our compatriots. Please do all your shopping prior to Thursday, but it's late now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prof. And we wish you a good stay there.
I want to thank you guys. I hope the crew in the ABC is doing will do their best, because I got the best group of young people under one roof.
Yeah.
At any broadcasting house in the country. Do your best.
Okay. Thank you so much. He's the
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the TAPE for We Are Brigade. Solely financing young people who are, passionate about the re-election of President George Weah, because that is exactly what he stands for. All right. Who do we have there?
Well, we can.
Who do we have there?
We can have this person. I don't know what this is.
We've not heard from Graham Bassa. I don't know. Can we go to Janje Bakman?
Let's talk to the
Jeffan?
superintendent.
Yes.
No, Janje is not the superintendent. Remember, we have an
Janje is on the ticket of the CDC.
Yeah, but we can. Jeffan, you can reach out to him.
Double press your hand. Okay, we're making an attempt to get to anybody. So those of you who are seditious listening to us, you just tell your bosses, your leaders, and that we can call any of them at any time. So I'm making an attempt to get to Representative Abu Kamara. The line is ringing, but I don't know. We'll come and go to Graham Bassa now. Vincent Willie supports the CDC.
You said you didn't see me when I put my hands up, but you always know.
Okay, we're making frantic efforts to get to as many influential citizens as possible. The money they pay, we gotta give it to them. So we can't do otherwise.
Plenty people won't be president, but we want our open. Someone they can lie, someone they can steal away, but now our open. Mama vote money, Papa vote money. You're more think about your children's future. CDC, Victory, Joshua, Bigoyo, CDC, you are our terror. Victory, relation for democratic change. And then you George Weah, that you you forced to win. Show me, forced to win. Show me, forced to win. Show me, victory, show me, forced to win. Show me, victory, show me. They all I want, but we carry it. They all I want, but we taking it. Freedom for the poor, freedom for the disabled. Freedom, yeah, you get tired crying, suffering far away. Yeah, woman tired selling gold. Yeah, papa tired pushing with power. We tired Let the rest come down. Let it come down. Let the school fees come down. Let transportation come down. We need good health care. We need good security.
Okay, let's open the phone lines now for ordinary citizens while we are still trying to establish contact with stewards in the CDC. Let's talk to our people. Let's talk to our people this morning. By the way, they are Liberians too. All right, let's what do we do? What do we do, guys? What do we do? So we open the phone lines on 0555 105 100, 0770 105 100.
We want our
yeah. 0777 105 100.
Waiting, but no work to do. No work to do, man.
They will want money back with their other political party can pay for that time back. Yeah. Let me hold in your sweet. Who do we have there? From Sino County, my own senator. Good morning, Honorable Senator. Okay. Do I have him here? Good morning, Senator. Welcome to ABC Radio in Monrovia.
Good morning.
Are you in the county?
No, I'm not in the county.
Okay, meaning you in Montserrat.
I'm in Montserrat.
How is it going? How are preparations for the Blue Day on today?
The momentum is overwhelming.
That's great. And how are you rallying Sanoans in Montserrat to go out there today?
As last Saturday, we've been mobilizing. I've been on the phone with our people on radio in the county, and I use social media and every means available to communicate with our people. And so, yes, Sano is charged, and our people are out there this morning. They started went out as early as 5 o'clock this morning. So there's a huge crowd out there now in the streets of Sino.
Well, we've been told that a cow has already been killed by the superintendent.
Absolutely. That's a manifestation of our greatness and our desire to ensuring that the one around victory for our president is assured.
So do we expect you out there today?
Absolutely. Oh yes. I have my whole group. We are already on our way for that matter.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. We wish you the best of the day.
I so much appreciate your time.
Okay. All right. He's Senator Chie of Sino County. Let's establish as a contact with as many persons as we can this morning.
To reach out to Senator Vincent Willie of
Representative.
Representative Vincent Willie. Representative Vincent Willie of Grand Bassa County. Yeah, I'm trying to reach out to him. Yeah, and
you wanted to be senator, but you reached there.
Yeah, so I get a VP position quickly. But the man is a representative, so I'm trying to reach out to him. I'm still connecting.
Coalition for democratic change. Just be that you you first to me. Show me, first to me. Show me, first to me. Show me, victory, show me, first to me. Show me, victory, show me. They all I want, but we carry it. They all I want, but we taking it. Freedom for the poor, freedom for the disabled. Yeah, you can tire crying and suffering far away. Yeah, oh my tire selling cold. Yeah, paper tire pushing me power. We tire, yeah. Let the rest come down. Let it come down. Let the school fees come down. Let transportation come down. We need good health care. We need good security. Money now you want. Just the other you you first to me. Show me, 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 We tired living for hand to more. We want our open. We now want Spala story again.
Guys, can we open the phone lines now to the public? Can we do that? Can we do that now? All right, let's get to the phone lines. Good morning. Yes, sir. Okay, 077-105-100, 077-105-100, 055-105-100 are the numbers to call. If you're ordinary citizen, you can call that number and be a part of the show this morning. We are doing all we can to ensure that we have a peaceful Liberia, and that is why we will afford all parties the opportunity. Guys, did you host the guys from ACOP yesterday?
No.
Oh, did not show up? Okay. All right.
Let's take Joshua Badio here. Joshua Badio is a member of the CDC Youth League. Joshua,
Okay.
Good morning. You are no stranger at ABC Radio. Good to have you join us this morning. For the sake of the audience, you care to tell us your position at the level of the CDC Youth League?
Well, I'm the National Vice Chair for Welfare, Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change.
Very good. Comrade, how are you this morning and how is the momentum? As you may know, today is Blue Day.
Of course. There is not Blue Day, there is Tsunami.
Oh, Blue Tsunami.
Blue Tsunami.
Yeah.
Hey.
So the blue is taking all over Monrovia and its environs. There's a high momentum. People are gearing up and ensure that they stand out in their numbers, particularly on an occasion marking the official launch of the CDC 2023 campaign. So, yeah.
So, Badio, what should we expect today in terms of mobilization from the angle of the CDC Youth League?
Well, we have started mobilizing ever since. As a matter of fact, we were the first segment of the party who have already assembled since 6 o'clock this morning.
Wow. And where have you assembled?
Of course. So we will. The protocol for today's assembly is that we will. All of our district youth leaders were assembled this morning. Famuma.
Okay.
And then we as per the instruction from the chairperson, Teminito, we will be joined by District 9 and District 10 candidates on the coalition ticket, representing Frank Safoko and Josephine Davis. So we're going to march with them as two youthful candidates of our party. Will march from Kamuma along with the full bench of the National Executive Committee, followed by Montreal County and the 17th electoral district chairperson in our executive will march from Kamuma straight to ATS. So we want to display a serious numerical strength.
Okay.
You know, we see people, other people say black traffic. No, you're going to see we really black traffic today. So we're taking it from Kamuma. We'll walk from Kamuma.
That traffic.
Other people black traffic will car. Today we'll black traffic with human being.
All right. All right, man, Badio, let's get it.
Your friend and put human being in the streets that I can't put there. Don't put people in the street today, you know. Badio, thank you. Yep. That's it. So it's like I'm disabled, so I can get in contact with anybody.
I'm trying to get to Moses Carter.
Okay.
Yeah, but
the security of the occasion is very important.
Yes.
And while you're trying to do that, let's take this person on this line. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Hello. I don't know what's happening. Good morning. Oh, sorry. You go by here.
Freedom for the disabled.
Call your man, country woman.
Yeah. Oh. Sogo Wise from Broville. Yeah.
We need good healthcare. We need good security.
Try to get country woman, man.
Show me, show me, first show me, show me, show me, first show me, show me, show me, first show me, show me, show me. We tired living for hand to fall. We want our open. We now want spell story again. hustling, but no work to do. No work to do, man. No work, no work. They take our money and carry overseas. No love for us. No love, no love. We now want old people. Want you people. We now want old people. We want you people. That's all right. CDC, you are our teller. Just we are. And now you will know. Now you will know. That you will be here. Now you will first away. Show me. Show me first away. Show me first away. Show me first away. Show me, oh, show me first away. Show me, oh, show me. CDC. Munya.
Senator Sir Harley Joseph of Montserrat County. Honorable Joseph, welcome. You're live on ABC Radio 105.7. How are you this morning?
How you doing?
It seems like the senator is staying there.
It's like the man has done his groundwork, and so he doesn't require to be out there as early.
Good morning. How you doing?
We're good,
Senator. We gave you a big surprise call.
By the way, you're live on ABC Radio 105.7.
Man. You know how ABC Radio was breath?
Asking you, do you know how the station was?
I was breath.
Well, I'm aware, Senator, myself. You want to tell me more about that?
I went for the frequency.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yet you refuse to come to our invitation.
No. Your management have to settle a school.
Oh, what the hell? Senator, we thought I wanted off air.
We were talking off air.
Yeah.
We were talking off air, Senator.
We thought I want off air. But let's talk about the blue tsunami today. We're doing great, Senator. We know your zest for mobilization and how keen you are on the details of mobilization. What do we expect today?
Hello?
Yes, Senator. We said we know the power that Senator Sir Joseph has when it comes to mobilization. What do we expect on today?
Well, as we speak, I left the rural part of Montserrat County by 4 o'clock this morning, and the people are in high spirit, coming in the numbers. You're gonna see a numbers that you haven't seen before. There will be 2 times. I'm happy, and I want to say this to God. That was my prayer, for it to have rain this morning before our people start to come out. I think this will be good for our weather. I'm happy, and yes, we are ready. What we are doing is that the 5 distances areas like rural Montserrat, District 17, District 5, no, not District 5, District 1. We already have buses on the way to pick up them and bring them closer. Everybody will be tracked down at the Somalia Drive, and then where we're going to start walking towards the ATS.
Wow.
So, yeah, and then those from District 6 will be brought to SKD Complex. And then those from District 4 will walk towards SKD, and then we'll start to go. So it's going to be an autopause movement.
Autopause movement. I like that. Now, how significant is today's program to the re-election bid of President George Weah?
Well, what I can say to you, we have said to our people, we want a one-round victory. We feel the president have done so well, and we don't want to waste money, most especially considering that Monserrado is the most populated county, and we are pushing for more developmental programs for our country. So therefore, we are mobilizing our numbers and our votes in Monserrado County to vote the president, President Weah, so that he can continue what he has started. Don't forget, President Weah serving as a former chairman, caucus chairman of Monserrado County Caucus.
Exactly.
Former senior senator of Monserrado County. This is our own. This is Monserrado own. So we will not trade him with anyone.
Okay.
That is what our people will exhibit that action by coming out in the numbers. We have decided to make a first time in history to get rural communities coming out, but we cannot have them walking for
no distances,
all the way. So so we're bringing them closer all the way to Somalia Drive, and then they will come close, and then they will start the movement from there. They will join District 11, District 12, District 2 will join District 4 and 6 to take the other side. While District 17 is coming, District 16, District 15 will join District 14 towards moving the ATS. While we District 8 and 7 await the rest of the district to start moving towards the ATS. The ATS is very small for our programs.
Exactly.
But however, we will try, and not everyone will be able to enter the ATS, but then we will the capital bypass everywhere, Broad Street and everywhere our partisan will be all set up there.
Okay.
So first of all, let me say thanks to our citizens for preparing themselves to come in the numbers to speak, to show their commitment in making sure that President Weah is re-elected.
Okay, all right, that's good. Now, away from today's program, there's something that's been that's very unprecedented. You, as a sitting senator and vying for re-election, you are campaigning for representatives in the various districts. It seems you are getting to be the kingmaker of Monserrado County now.
When President Weah took over as president, and he asked me to serve in that capacity as senior senator from Monserrado County. As serving as senior senator of Monserrado County, I knew very well there were a lot of challenges and there are a lot of. I was putting my foot in the bigger shoes, and therefore I needed to think hard. I needed to make sure that my programs and plan of action should be beyond District 13 or one district. And that which we have exhibited already by making sure that we have make sure that all of the 17 districts in Monserrado County, our maps are there. And the people appreciate it. I will not pretend to the people. I will not lie to the people. When I speak, I will know very well that we have created programs. We have said, look, considering the health sector in Monserrado County, government cannot do all, brother. What can I do as a senator? I was able to organize what we call Monserrado Medical Team that is going village to village, door to door, town to town, community to community, district to district, and treating people. Cases in it that cannot be handled there, we transfer them. Do you know how many surgeries we have conducted? and these people's life was saved,
Mm-hmm.
they will not tell you those stories. The opposition will not tell you those stories. The next thing you saw for yourself in the same last country as Monserrato, people were always working,
Mm-hmm.
going to work, coming from selling, and from marketplaces. Students always protesting for transportation. Okay, as senator, what can I do? I brought in buses where transportation were already to $100 to come to town.
Mm-hmm.
When I brought those buses, automatically I said bring it down to $50 The union would tell you, they called me for meeting, and I refused. I told them those buses were there to help our people.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to reduce the price down from 100 to 50. As we speak, the University of Liberia asked me, can you please talk to the superintendent to provide services for us at the University of Liberia? We gave them 5 buses. 5 buses were never enough. We gave them additional 5. Now they have 10 buses helping them, brother. But it's not still enough. But what we can say, to answer your question, we have been able to touch the lives of our people positively. If not everyone, but someone that
Exactly.
someone that you love and someone that you know. And this is why the people listening.
Mm-hmm.
People coming up with mere propaganda. Oh, the man son contract, he's making million. Okay, let's look at the calculation. Let's look at it that if I give the buses, if we provide services to the University of Liberia, are we going to provide put water in the buses for the buses to move, or going to put fuel?
Sure, of course.
Okay. How much for 1 gallon of fuel? $4.95. How much 1 gallon? Each of the buses have to make 6 trips in the morning, 6 trips in the evening. 30 gallon. Multiply 30 gallon per week,
Mm-hmm.
and then per
Per month.
Times it by the 30, the 10 buses. And you know the numbers. But look, our Liberian people are not stupid people. No one going to lie to them as they did before. When people came about and said they are level or they are this. And today, they are even unable to walk into those communities that they went and lied to the people. They felt that they could pretend to the people. No one pretend to the people and survive.
Mm-hmm.
We have been sincere with our action. We have been committed. We have gone beyond the land to say, look, we will beyond our official responsibility. When it comes to my official responsibility, go to the Capitol building as chair on executive. First of all, what are the laws and bills I have been able to pass in the council? If you want to ask action, having I executed my oversight responsibility in Monserrato County, having I represented the people very well in Monserrato County, what is my responsibility when somebody comes to me and say they are hungry,
Mm-hmm.
they're sick,
Mm-hmm.
they cannot go to school? I should say that I'm a function to help them? No, that's not Sir Joseph. That's not my nature. Some of these people, they can me. The same money that we make,
I like that.
they can me. The same process, the same money they're making, I'm making that money. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm bringing process. You can bring your own attachment. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, Senator Joseph, now as it is now, it appears it's more like the margin you're thinking about now in terms of your victory. Am I right?
Oh yes. I have intensified the campaign in Monserrato County. Listen, we won I want the president to get up to 80% of the votes in Montserrat County.
Wow.
And I'm pushing to get up to 70% of the votes.
Okay.
These numbers that will be coming up in Montserrat County will be unprecedented in Montserrat County.
Wow.
That is why we're pushing to our people. That is what we're doing. We're not sleeping. We also to this day, we're not preaching, we're not running campaigns and providing the basic services and needs. I want you to get the journalists just to join me on the field, if possible, tomorrow. Let me take you on a tour in Montserrat County to what we are doing. Go and see what they call tangibles.
Okay.
I'm not talking about promises. No.
Okay, Senator, thank you so much for picking our calls this morning. We appreciate the entire team here at ABC Radio.
I appreciate it. I will come at the station. Demonstration.
No.
Well, demonstration. I spent 2 hours arguing to get that frequency on behalf of my friends, and to make sure that they get it. And I can assure you, I will come at the station.
Okay.
So let's plan a program for anytime next week. You invite me, just let me. I can come.
Okay.
Okay, Senator.
And then I will come and spend some time with you people.
Okay,
But
Senator.
I want to say, please, if you have the time, go and see for yourself. Come and go into the communities.
Mm-hmm.
Look, when you know Tony, right?
Mm-hmm. Roman Serrato, District 1.
Yeah, which way you normally used to go to Tony?
Through Caldwell.
Through Caldwell and go where?
And get through
Louisiana, Fendel.
Yeah, Fendel.
Yeah. You got a Bento, and I think a network. Yeah.
Okay, so normally you will go through towards Morrison Farm and all the way.
Yeah.
Do you know that there is a road from you came all the way you take from Bento? You know Bento, right?
Yeah.
Bento.
Yeah, Bento.
From Bento to Tony, you can take just 20 minutes. Yes. As we speak, we have started the construction of that road. More than 30 years, the villagers in those communities on that road haven't seen a vehicle. Children born have not seen a car. We are on the construction. I used the opportunity as a senator and went to the bank in the bank street my guarantor. And then I took the road equipment to help the people in Montserrat County. Then somebody telling me that Popular Work giving me contract. Listen to me. I can say this on your media. Popular Work have not given me a single contract. I am not contracted. All the work that I'm doing in Montserrat County is free of charge. Nobody has given me money for Popular Work. Not a single cent. I challenge anyone in Popular Work. Anyone. The community people contribute few towards those road equipment to place the community roads. Going to the community, people put 2 gallons, 3 gallons together, and then they say, let's fix our road. I tell the people, development don't have to come from the government. The people themselves will take development to the end.
Exactly so.
And the people have been cooperative. We imagine some community raise up to 5 drums, 6 drums, and say, honorable, we ready to come fix the road? Yes. These are the success stories that we have in Montserrat County.
Okay.
So we'll say more, man.
Okay.
We'll say more. But let me just let you know that the Vocational and Technical College in Somaliland Drive with a capacity of 3,500 students will be opening in November.
Okay.
And donor partners who are partners of mine will be coming from the U.S. The governor of Rhode Island, who is also will be a partner for his institution, will be coming for the official opening of that institution where we will have 1,000 medical students on scholarship for 3 years.
Wow.
Professors from the U.S. will be also stationed in Liberia to provide the services. They're going to be rotational. And I want you to have a
network, I guess.
I want you guys to come and have a tour of that college, technical college.
Okay.
It's not in my name. I named it Duco Technical College.
Okay.
The students will be going to that institution free of charge. 3,000 students free of charge.
Imagine.
We already have computers. The medical students have their laptops with all of the programs, the assignments, the notes, everything into the iPad. The entire campus will be wireless. That is Monserrado County.
This is huge.
Wow.
It's very huge.
Wow. Wow.
That is the Monserrado County we vision to see. When people get money, they take their own money, they go, look, each senator or each lawmaker is entitled to through.
Oh, yeah. Still.
Yeah, go ahead, Senator. Your honor.
Each senator is entitled to 2 cars every 6 years. Are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
The government pay for those cars 50,000. I wrote a letter to the bank. The 50,000, I don't need a car. I already have a car. Send the 50,000 to ship the buses that I purchased so they can come to serve our people. The other people will never tell you about that. That they receive cars every 3 years. They're not going to tell you. They pretend. That is part of my money, my own share of my money for my car. That's why I help to bring those buses that provide services to our people.
Okay, Senator, we have to leave it at that. We hope to
have
expand
time,
on that next week as we plan the program to have you in studio here again. We wish you a successful day, and we know you galvanizing your people to be out today.
Oh yeah. You're welcome. By the way, you are welcome to come. Just be patient when you come because the numbers will be too huge. Make sure you have towel to get water on it so you can put it on your hair.
I know. Okay. He's Senator Sai Ali Joseph.
We already have representation people on the line.
Okay, it seems like he's already on the trail. On a receiver, good morning.
Hello, who's this?
Well, you're speaking to ABC Radio. This is Fidel City.
Hey, how are you, Fidel?
We are doing great. Still the build-up is on. I see you are among your people. How is the turnout like?
Well, we have just started our march. We are marching now from the Simple Bridge end, and you're hearing the back the band is playing. And so we are going to one people down and then to town.
Now, we told you have 2 sets of people from your district, one from Simple Bridge and the other from a central Nikru town. How do you intend to come to town with them?
No, so I'm walking along with the guys from Simple Bridge, and then eventually we'll meet the other guys from Nikru Junction.
Approximately how many persons are you bringing to Central Monrovia?
You know, this is about one district. So we want to make sure we bring 10,000 people. So we are gathering now, and then we are moving, and there's others to be joining us.
Definitely. Okay, and we look forward to a peaceful day, and be safe out there.
Most definitely.
Okay.
We are a peaceful party, and we'll ensure that this election goes violent-free, so that at the end of the day, Liberia can be united.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Sibo, and the best of luck. Okay.
Oh, my first time for order to prayer, man. Oh, order your call to the prayer. Put your voting guy in the air. You ready? Go. First time voter. Yeah. First time voter. Yeah. 18-year-old. Yeah. 18-year-old. Yeah. Young boy, younger. Yeah. Young boy, younger. Yeah. Oh, my puppet. Yeah. Oh, my puppet. Yeah.
Lama walk up can make my press away. I think God I get my foot in car. Lama walk up can make your way away. I think God I get my foot in car. Lama walk up can make the hoop away. Fast love photo, yeah. Fast love photo, yeah. 18 year old, yeah. 18 year old, yeah. Young boy, younger, yeah. Young boy, younger, yeah. Oh my papa, yeah. Oh my papa, yeah. One brown veteran, yeah. One brown veteran.
They used to say we not reach 18. They used to say we not know nothing. They used to say we not do nothing. But thank God they yeah we reach 18. Now they sing yeah they get your we are 18.
I thank God I get my foot in car. Now my walk up can make my press away. I thank God I get my foot in car. Now my walk up can make your way away.
Okay, guys, let's open the phone lines and let's see. And if you're listening to us and you're part of what's happening on today, you can place your call. Tell us where you are calling from. How is the momentum like there? And we need to know. Yeah, we want to know because we have some 8 minutes to be here, guys, to call it a day right here on the program, The Morning Breeze, on ABC Radio 105.7 and on the internet. If you're watching us this morning, we'd like to say good morning to you. It's exactly what's going on in Monrovia. They call it the Blue Tsunami. Seditions and sympathizers are turning up today.
Yeah, we are fortunate to have Moses Kato, police spokesman. Moses.
Yeah, Obey, how are you?
This is Theo Williams. Moses, never walk alone.
Oh, Theo.
Yeah.
Moses.
You on ABC?
Theo, how are you?
I'm okay. You're on ABC Radio 105.7.
Okay, thank you.
We call you purposely to talk about security. As we know, today is a busy day for you guys. So bring us up to speed quickly, Moses.
And before you, Moses, Moses.
We are working to making sure that this day goes on such that the peace and security of the state is guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of deployment, we are well on course. And we've already released a protocol for vehicular as well as, public safety measures.
Mm-hmm.
We've already released that to the public. However, it's important to note to you that there's some, information that's flying off of press release that was, circulated on social media, claiming that it was from the police. We just like to let you know that is now from the police. And I'm told that it was widely circulated on some headline of, the police. If you look on the police page, you definitely will see our official approved, announcement to the public on public safety as well as vehicular movement. So it's important that we make this clarity so that people understand that the police has a unique system, or if not the police, but the joint security has a unique system of communication, and that before we communicate, it goes through hands and is approved before we can publish to the public. So everything as it stands is on course, and we are ready to ensure that today is a day that goes on very well peacefully. And what we are doing today is going to apply to all other political parties. We just want to make that very clear. So it's not going to be like we're going to prioritize certain party and not prioritize another party. It's going to go for all of the parties in terms of their campaign launch. So we are well on course. Our coordination with youth members of the media is very much, important, and we take due note of that. Our lines are open throughout the day. You can call us on any, information that is necessary to, release to the public, especially as it relates to, public interest. We have what we call national security issues that we have to manage, especially as it borders on the peace and security of the state. As you report, you have to take due note of that. But whatever information that is of public interest, we're not able to give it to you.
Okay. All right. So I guess for the sake of the public, you care to tell us what release that you're making reference to that was not authorized by the LMP?
Oh, if you look, I will send you a copy of it. If you look, you will see a release that was circulated with on it. It bears the office of the Chief of Public Safety. Well, I just want to let you know that it is not the office of the Chief of Public Safety that releases information to the public. It is the office of Press and Public Affairs. That's the office that releases information to the public.
Okay.
So, it's just a matter of dispelling that, because that
statement has a lot of grammatical issues. If not grammatical issue, a lot of spelling issues. So, we just want to make that very clear. We have a lot of smart people in the joint security, and we're not make such a mistake.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we'll remain very open to taking your questions at any other time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. This one is fake.
Yeah.
All right. And it was the one we read earlier.
Yeah.
So you see, and I tell you, we smart here, right? Because I noticed what was placed there. And I read it out, and I knew there was something fundamentally wrong. They had some political, undertone.
Because the one that was released last night, it did not only made reference to just the CDC, it also made reference to any other political party that will have similar program.
So let's do due diligence, by the way, by reading the original release from the Liberia National Police, which we believe is the right thing to do, all right, because our platform was used to disseminate that particular information. In fact, if you listen to us from the onset, we did have a problem with it because we say the language used sound more like political. And those of you who began listening to the program from the onset, we had an issue with it. But read that, the original one.
So
Jefferson.
if I were released last night, so Joint Security announces vehicular movement and public safety measures for CDC's campaign launch tomorrow. The Joint Security announces to the driving public measures for smooth vehicular movement in Central Monrovia during the launch of the campaign rally of the Coalition for Democratic Change tomorrow, Thursday, September 7, 2023, at the Antoinette Tutman Stadium. Below are routes that will be closed to the driving public: Camp Johnson Road and UN Drive and Clay Streets, UN Drive and Center Street, and Lane and Benson Streets. These routes will be closed to all supporters of the CDC to access the Antoinette Tutman Stadium with ease. No unauthorized vehicle will be allowed to use these closed routes. All are asked to take due note of this notice and follow strict security protocols to avoid inconvenience. The Joint Security assures that there will be free movement of vehicles outside of these closed routes to ensure that other citizens can go about their normal businesses. Members of the public, political party members, and supporters are urged to conduct themselves in an orderly, peaceful, and lawful manner. The Joint Security informs that such measures will be effected during all launch and closing rallies of all political parties in keeping with the approved schedule of the National Elections Commission. Signed, H. Moses Carter Sr. on behalf of the Joint Security Media Relations Team.
Okay, so we need to give ourselves a hand clap for identifying the error that we saw in the first release, because we were able to do so. And thankfully, we've seen the real release, which we think our people should go by. And of course, out of respect for the CDC, there are a lot of people who have decided to stay home. And I think it is a show of maturity by others from different political parties. They've said, well, we don't want to embarrass what the CDC is doing today. So we stay in our various homes so as to also avoid embarrassment ourselves. So it's good on the part of Liberians. And so when the reverse is happening tomorrow, maybe Unity Party or CPP is launching, we expect citizens to also do same. And I believe if these processes are embedded with mutual respect, we wouldn't have any semblance of violence during the course of the campaign. And I hope that all political parties, and again, kudos to the Unity Party, kudos to the CPP for maintaining their composure and respect for what CDC is doing today. And I hope the same will be accorded to these parties when they are also launching their activities. Don't say, oh, they want to just blocking the road for nothing. Of course, you'll be blocking the roads on today. You'll be inconveniencing people today. So you should also be able to accept it when that time comes for them tomorrow. And I think that is the only way, the route that we can go as Liberians. Guys, we have to go now. No time. How do we close?
Yeah, so let me just begin by saying again, it was a wonderful day. We've been here again, providing information and also cautioning Liberians relative to the release from the U.S. Embassy. Today, please, if you are not a member of the CDC, you are ought to just remain calm, stay away from violence, do not provoke anyone to anger. Same as seditions. Even though you're launching today, but it is upon
And I mean, the whole I brought for you now.
Yeah, so you should do your launch in a peaceful manner, as I believe the president and the executives of the CDC will not want any form of distraction. So, in as much as the president and his lieutenants don't want distraction, they will remain peaceful. You are obligated to just do same so that we can have a wonderful day that will not stop the movement of other people. So thank you guys, and we hope to see you again on tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Peace first, peace last, and our common patrimony is Liberia, folks. Well, we'll be again tomorrow morning, God's willing, with another edition of the Morning Breeze, and we'll discuss the post
rally,
post launch.
The post launch. The post launch.
We'll provide a fair analysis of what will happen today, tomorrow morning, God's willing. But until then, enjoy the rest of the broadcast here on ABC Radio 105.7.
Yeah.
So it is not about yourself that you get in the street. It is about the country. So if you think you are doing so for the country, you remain peaceful, you conduct yourself in an orderly manner. Have yourself a good day. Anthony Jeffer.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for tuning into the program this morning. Of course,